My name is Lecturer Clergy Bishop Kenya Michael Otome, and I'm going to read the Word of God from the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 11 to 15, about God keeping records. And this book, in introduction, which I'm going to give you briefly, was written by one of the Jesus Christ disciples called John. That was actually in AD 90 to 96. He wrote actually near the end of the reign of the Roman Emperor, which was very cruel man, called Domitian, was persecuted Christian that time in Asia Minor. And so the church actually persecution started at that time. So John wrote to the believers of that time not to fall away from their, those churches there in Turkey, the present country of Asia Minor, now called Turkey today, not to fall away from their faith in God. So our reading today is coming from that book of Revelation. I said it actually, chapter 20, verse 11 to 15. And it said, the dead are judged. Then I saw great white throne, and with him who sit on it, earth and sky fled from his presence. And there was no place for them. And I saw the great, small, and standing before the throne, and bodies were open. Another book was open. Books are open. And he saw another book was open, which is the book of life. The dead were judged according to what they had done, as recorded in the books. The sea gave up the dead that were in it, and death and Hades gave up the dead that were in them, and each person was judged according to what he had done. Then death and Hades were thrown to the lake of fire. The lake of fire is the second death. If anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown to the lake of fire. God is keeping records of good people, but he does not keep record of bad people. So what do I want to put across today in my devotion this morning? Today in our daily newspaper, we are told there are a lot of record missing in Kenya. There is no kept record in Kenya Republic as I speak now. Today, Friday, on 8th March 2024, we are told the Kenya government, when the British left, which has been ruling us 1920 to December 12, 1963, the black rule of Kenya by then 5 presidents, they have destroyed all the records. 3 Kikuyu president from Jomo Kenyatta, president black first after British. His sons also, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Another Kikuyu again, which was also third president, Mwai Kibaki. Moi Kalenjin, alright, did not keep any record. This one again called Dr. William Samarito Kalenjin is not keeping records. So 5 presidents of 2 tribes in Kenya out of 50, they are not keeping any state records. For your information today, that's what we are getting. There is missing title deeds even in public schools, government. There is no police title deeds stations. There is no churches title deeds. There is no courts title deeds. There is no parliamentarian members of parliament title deeds offices. There is no parastatus. There is no court records title deeds. Alright? And continuously like that, it will continue like that. There are no records. That is why now the government has started now, there is no parastatus, I said. So now this is what tunaitwa bwenyenye, the rich people from that time, pamoja na wakubwa yote, they are grabbing the land. That is why now even Karen, when you heard in Nairobi National Government, the place called Karen, it was a white woman called Karen. That place belonged to the British, the whole of that forest. They have now, all of them mabwenyenye wako huko. They have now, when the British left, because it was actually a private kind of a forest, part of the Nairobi National Government, it is now owned by mabwenyenye. It is no longer a government forest. It is no longer also current forest. All right? During the British government, there was a reside put as preserved in the name of a lady called Karen. So as I speak now, there is a demolition going on at the railway, churches. Now, Bishop Wanjiru now has no church there. People are saying also Bishop Wanjiru has no training, theological college training. We don't know whether it's true or not. There are others also called Ngangas. I don't know two Ngangas, particularly Kikuyus. There are also Kikuyus who are owning all the buildings in Arab national government and Kalenjins. And now they have because now the state has no title deeds. So you can just take and you can grab anything you want there. So it means then even the parliament has no title deeds. Kenya parliament, our officers, our MPs, members of parliament, Senate, and also national parliament, they are renting offices like a Continental. I was told that one belonged to one of the Kikuyu president called Mwai Kibaki. So ours have no title deeds. There is no title deeds. Parastatus have no title deeds. That's why the president is now selling even all Parastatus International Convention Center. Alright? Kenyatta International Convention Centers. And others, which are about 11 of them. Alright? Railway stations. Okay? These Parastatus. And others. Oil companies. There is no title deeds. It is just owned by people. Alright? So that's now the Kenya we are living. Meaning then, everything is private. Alright? You can even State House has no title deed. Alright? As we speak now. Because it's a government, even Arambe House, the president office, has no title deed in that case. So, where's the Kenya government in that case? If everything is private, where's the government? That's my question today. If the government has no records, government, what about we ourselves? I have so many farms myself in Marsabit. I was given parcel numbers. Yes, they're there. Okay? Okay? But when you go and ask that your title deed, you have to go and, go to fill some forms, what, to go to the internet, what. When people again go and check their title deed parcel numbers, they have been actually again thwarted. The records are not very clear. They are giving other people places of others. Alright? So long as you have money, you can even take my land. You can just go and change it there. Alright? It is very bad kind of a state kind of administration. It means then this Kenya has no law. As I speak now. Lawlessness country which God hates. In 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. God hates a lawlessness kind of a life, because sin is lawlessness. Uvunjaji wa sheria. When the government have no records, what about other human beings? Alright? What about personal human beings? And where is the government in that case? Then it means the government is legitimate as I speak now. Yes. Our MPs now are playing. Our president is playing football. I saw him the other day. Tunafikiria president ako State House. Ama ako Arambe House. We think that the president in the office is serving us. But he's playing football. With Wagna Babu na Mwamba, ministers. They are playing football. They have also, those one in East Africa. They have gone and played football in Rwanda. They have now caused an accident. I don't know whether it's deliberate even. Walivunja mtoto ya Raila msichana mguu vibaya sana. A member of parliament called Winnie Imga Raila Molo Odinga. The one I'm looking forward to marry. Walivunja mguu vibaya sana. December 22nd, last year. It is just now recently, she has come up standing. A very terrible kind of a tendon. They call it Achilles kind of a tendon. Ilivunjika. It is actually injured, seriously. Okay? They are telling them, let's go and play football. And because now they are under instruction, they have to go. How can women play football with men? Wanaenda kuvunja msichana mguu vibaya sana. That's a deliberate kind of an issue. We think that the minister, the MP, the member of parliament, Honorable Winnie Imka Raila Amolo Odinga is in Tanzania. Or okay? Parliament. Parliament. East Africa Legislative Assembly member of parliament. We thought they are there representing the country. But now they are told to go to Rwanda to go and play football. Na kwenda kufunja huko. It is actually very wrong kind of and they have to obey law. If you are told, let's go and play. Huh? They have to obey the law and go. Okay? Go to the field and play. Together with the men and women. How can men play with women football? Huh? Na kuvunja, an Achilles tendon ni mgumu sana kupona. Wameumiza mtoto msichana vibaya sana. Deliberately, obvious. That is now the kind of role we are having in this African kind of countries. Alright? All of them. It look like. How can even opposition leaders, people are opposing each other, play football? Si watavunjivunjana? Huh? People who hate you, and you are playing with the women, football. Huh? A man playing football with women, men playing football with women. Ni tabia mbaya bwana. Tabia mbaya. Huh? And wanaambia let us go and play. And because their women are obedient sometimes to men, okay, let's go and play. Unakimbia kidogo unavunja vunjo. Maksudi tu. So, even today I really pity women. Alright? Alright? Take care. Because this time now is an evil. We are living in an evil days. Men are taking advantage of women and killing them indirectly. So take care. Take care. Take care. Otherwise, these human beings are going to kill you indirectly, kuvunja nyinyi mamugu na kuvunja na permanently, kwa sababu a tendon is very hard to heal. Alright? Very hard. Hiyo ni msiba ngumu sana kabisa kupona, ni kama plastics. Na ikuvunjika ni ngumu sana, and it will also affect other parts of the body. Why are leaders going to play when we are telling them to go and represent us? Be it in East Africa Legislative Assembly member of parliament, instead of them allowed to discuss the affairs of their countries, they are told, let's go and play football, by their, speakers and whatever. I don't know who is this chairman of theirs. And here again, the president is playing here. Our president is playing the other day. He was playing football. Huh? Alright? It's not wise. Huh? So what we want to tell Kenyans, remember today, I'm, aspiring to be Kenya president, and I'm not going to play football. I'm going to serve you. Alright? Alright? I'm going to serve you come 2027 elections. I'm looking forward to be the Kenya president. And I'm going to be assisted by Legislative Assembly Member of Parliament, Winnie Imka Raila Amolo Odinga, and I'm wishing her a quick recovery. And I'm not happy for men to go and play with women football. I'm not happy, sure. It is a very wrong kind of ideology. And also my vice president will be, retired Kenya Army Brigadier called actually Nick Kukubo. Honorable Nick Kukubo. And Nick Kukubo. Honorable Nick Kukubo is actually going to be my deputy president or vice president come 2027 election. And my first lady in that case will be my first lady in that election to assist many political, ideology in that case will be none other than, Honorable Winnie Imka Raila Amolo Odinga. The one now was got some injuries, on her leg, alright, in Rwanda. Okay, in Rwanda country. And I'm just asking whoever has given that order not to take the MPs there and go and play football. Alright? They are supposed to represent us in parliament. They are supposed to represent us in offices. The president, even Dr. William Samoei Ruto of Kenya Republic, is supposed to represent us in State House and also Arabe House, executive office of the president. Not to go and play football and go around the globe of the nations, other nations, alright, to waste our resources, money. So that is my word today. And remember today, let us know that actually the government we are having is a legitimate kind of government. It's not a government which we can rely on because not keeping any records. And if there's no records, I don't know how are they going to operate. Alright? How are they going to keep even our national identity cards? How are they going to keep even our passports? How are they going to keep even our death certificate? Or even birth certificates? Or any other, crucial records of the government, like title deeds? If they are not there, or even probably even those people in public service, they are not also recorded properly. That's why now we have so many thousand last month ghost workers in parliament, in county government, 290 constituencies, 4,450 ward assemblies, and for 7 federal state or county government. There's no records. There's no records. Huh? There's no records. That's what they're telling us. Those group now we are coming, after the others, after the other left, they just go and buy yourself a seat where you can sit. You go and buy yourself some files to use. There's no previous. Suppose somebody even goes to the county levels and they demand actually, offices of the governors. You will take it because they have no records. You will claim to be yours. Now people are taking even police stations, the law enforcement, maintenance of law and order. No records of the title deeds. Yeah, all over. There is no title deeds in police records today in the newspapers, schools. No, so you can own it. Anybody can go there and get it. You can even go to Kenya Parliament and just say this is yours, and you take it because now there's no records of title deed. Alright, what is that one? Hiyo ni serikali aina gani hiyo? Ni serikali ambayo president yao anacheza mpira instead of serving them, and that's none other than Kenya President Dr. William Samoei Ruto and others. Wakina Babu na Mwamba, wakina Rigathi Gachagua, wanacheza mpira tu. Wanaenda everywhere na kucheza mpira. Mashule, wapi, makuanja. When you go to offices, they're not there. They're playing. What is that, bwana? Hatuja elect watu kuenda kucheza mpira. We do not actually choose the president who is going to play football. We have chosen the president who is supposed to be our servant. He's not our boss. President Ruto is not my boss. He's my servant. I've elected him myself even. And others. Okay? To be in office. So he's not our boss actually. Some few months to come again, he will be coming around. Even Uhuru Kenyatta, I remember he was in front of my door here at Embakasi village, standing before me in my door, seeking for elections, for me to elect him. He has never appeared again here. Even retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. Ruto also was here. Hapa tu Kwanja yetu hii. He has not seen. And others also, all the politicians of Nairobi and others. We have never seen them here. Except Babu is one who's appearing most of the times. And also Rigathi Nyatika, member of Assembly, Parliament. He has come to my house here. Okay, he has visited me surely. So others, and we don't know them. Where they are. The governor is not there. The president is not there. The women representative is not there. Our MPs, 17 of them are not here. Okay, in Nairobi even. A good example. 85, elected MCS. Very few of them, like Nyatika is only visiting people. MPs likewise, 17. It's only Babu Owino who is visiting people. Alright? The rest we don't know where they are. The governor, we don't know where he is. I went to his office several times, he's not there. Sakaja. But Sir is likewise. Okay? He's not there. Okay? In the office. I don't know if it's KICC of 16th floor. 16th floor. It's not there. Okay? So what we are going to say here, God is keeping records for good people and does not keep record for bad people. So you will just be put away by the security of Kenya police. Not Kenya police in that like Kenya police are doing. If you are not having any appointment, you will be chased. And because your name is not there. Likewise, even the government police, militaries, which is actually called angels, they will also put you into the lake of fire. They will throw you, surely. And you will be barred from seeing heaven completely. You will not be there. You will be thrown to the lake of fire in Revelation 20 verse 15. That's what we have read here. Okay? We are told if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown to the lake of fire. That's what the Bible says here in Revelation 20 verse 15. So are we going to operate in a country of lawlessness? Everybody is just doing what he sees fit in his own eyes. Mtu anaweza kuja tu na kukalia kwako. Kwa nini unaingia shamba yangu? Nilipatiwa bibi mimi ni yangu. You go and report to the police or mwende msikizane. Uende usikizane kwa nini? Sio ni kuunganisha watu. Mimi natafutia watoto yangu shamba na mtu mwingine anakuja kuingia. That's what I've discovered in Marsabit. Some of them have even entered my farm. So many of them. And when I went there, they're running away, hiding themselves. And the assistant chief, which is illiterate completely. Illiterate man in Marsabit, was the one who was actually even selling our farms. Giving people, he doesn't know title deed, that is something like called title deed. And anakuja tu anaambia anahesabu some steps. But them 100,000. But them 200,000. That's what I've discovered. And they are hiding when they are seeing us. Okay? That is not what we want. It is wrong. It is wrong. You have to keep records. Imagine that land of mine. I've actually taken a measurement in 1998. Long time ago. Okay? Now the person was just a pastoralist just man. He was illiterate totally. Was told now you be the chief. Weka tu sai hapa. Ajua hata jina yake kuandika na anaitwa chief. Na ajua hata kitu anaitwa title deed, anapatiana tu ardhi ya mtu ingia. Nairobi likewise. People wanaenda mpaka laini ya polisi hapa hata Tasia. Na ingia tu. You just build na polisi akakuuliza hata waona title deed. Okay. They don't have. Anaambiwa hii ni mahali pangu toka. Wanaondoka. Serikali. Okay. The office of our chief of Marsabit, Sonka location, Saku constituency, was closed. Okay. The chief came and built another place, and the person he came and built a place for someone. Okay, in Marsabit. Because the government has no record. Mzee anashangaa tu mtu ofisi serikali ndio inajenga shamba yake na ako na title deed. What are you doing here? Ofisi ya chief ndio anajengwa hapa. Kwa nini unajenga ofisi ya chief ndani ya shamba yangu? The government has no land. Why is the government does not have land? Mzee akafunga kitu na wengine pia nyumba 10 wakafunga ofisi ya chief. Marsabit Songa location where I was. Yes, that's some few days ago. Yes, the chief has no office. Meaning then the government has no office. Because they have no title deed for themselves. Raia ndio afadhali ambaye wanatafuta wanaenda kuhakikisha wako naye. So that's the kind of government we are having. So we want a government which is keeping records of public schools, police stations, churches, courts, parliaments, building, courts, and others. And women also don't play with men. Football, even though you are told do it. Don't actually listen to that kind of commands. Kuna sheria zingine ambayo unastahili kukataa kufanya. Kama mtu unaona mtu anakupoteza, somebody who can entice you. Mtu anakudanganyia kifo. Don't agree. Don't go to some questionable places. Like when someone tells women, let's mingle with men and play football. That man actually is killing those women because they are weak in their bodies. Okay? And more so, there will be a lot of hatred. You never know. Among those nowadays human beings. If you now tell ODM and the other parties, Kenya Kwanza of Ruto and oppositions to play together, people will kill each other. It's not wise. There is hatred and not everybody as the heart the others have. They will watavunja wengine. Alright? Watavunjika, watu watauana na kuuana kabisa. It's not good. So I pity that girl of Supreme People's Power President, Honorable Winnie Imka Raila Amolo Odinga, was injured deliberately in Rwanda, obvious, okay, for playing, a game, alright, na kuvunjwa mguu makusudi, hapana mzuri. Such kind of orders, we are sending our MPs in East Africa to Tanzania to go and represent us, not to go and play football. We have elected the president, those who have elected him, of Kenya Republic, and other leaders, not to go and play football, but to represent us in offices and to come and visit us in our places of habitation areas. So we want a government, not a parastatal like this one, which of course, Rigathi Gachagua has told us, but we are not listening. The truth of the matter. Rigathi Gachagua, the vice president or deputy president of Kenya Republic, has said we don't have government here. What we are having is called a parastatal, private parastatal entity, which belong to them, two of them. Two tribes, that is Kalenjin and Kikuyu. Alright? That's what actually Rigathi Gachagua said. He's a very, very honest man. I like him sometimes, alright? Because of he's speaking the truth. The deputy president of Kenya. He said, don't wait us to say that this is a government. Publicly. He said it. But people are not listening what he's saying. It is like now, it is speaking the truth. There's no records in Kenya government offices. Title deeds are not there. So, you can grab anything. You can take anything. You can just do anything. Lawlessness country, which is bad. Otherwise, we want a country now, by 2027, if Kenyan will elect me to be their president, to be the 60th president, Bishop Kenya Michael Oltome, prophet, I'm going to take care of the country, to have a government and also citizens, okay, of Kenya Republic. With all rights, the Bill of Rights which I observed, okay, nobody will take you alive anyhowly. You will be provided with all those documents like, passports, all right, and birth certificate, death certificate, identity card freely, marriage certificate freely, and other documents, crucial passports, freely. And you will be given social welfare freely for those who cannot afford to live. Okay, I will be your father, in fact, spiritual father, and also your president. Otherwise, may God bless you, human being, and remember to pray for Winnie Garela Morodinga and all of us for quick recovery. And let Kenyan women and men, today is the Women Day, I really compliment them, but let them not mingle with men to play football, to kill themselves. Avoid men, they are so cunning. I am a man, but men are cunning. They can even kill you. Alright? So avoid the people, especially men who are not godly human beings. They can kill you. Okay? And don't play football with them. Play yourself, women versus women, but not men. May God bless you, human being living in Kenya and beyond. Amen.